Hi guys, and welcome to the first episode of the F1 career mode on F1 2017. We're going to be starting off at Renault, and let's see how far we can go. Our teammate, we're going to pick Nico Hülkenberg. We're going to do full qualifying, 50% races. We are going to... where is it? We're going to turn up the driver capability up to hard, which is on 60. And now we're going to advance. So let's get to the practice in Australia. Okay. Talking around the Renault garage.
Yes, and I respect.
I'm guessing this is our agent.
It's a championship to contest. So if you want our participation, I'm afraid the concessions are mandatory. Yes, that's fine. Get back to me when you can. Goodbye. No one ever just signs the contract. Anyway, thanks for coming by on such short notice. I just needed to cover a couple of quick things with you before you race. Firstly, as requested, is a copy of your contract. It's a rolling deal. However, the team reserves right of termination if you fail to meet performance standards. You're second driver for now, but work hard, hit your targets, and I'll be able to sweeten the deal. I'm also looking to get you into some invitational events throughout the season. The experience and exposure from these will be great for your image. Plus, you'll get to drive some nice historic cars. Now then, go get ready for the next session, and good luck.
Dear Matthew, welcome to the Renault Sports Formula One team. We are delighted to have you on board, and we look forward to working closely with you over the upcoming season. You will start as a second driver alongside your teammate Nico Hülkenberg. We will expect you to work together to help develop the car as quickly as possible. Let's go get some points then, shall we? Let's open the laptop. Introduction. The laptop is where you manage your career, blah blah blah. Okay, let's head into practice one.
We're about to join the action in what is sure to be an interesting practice session here in Melbourne. It's not long until we get the session underway, and we'll have some cars appearing out on the track. Anthony Davidson is here as usual to help take us through the action. And I've seen some questions on social media and other places about this current crop of F1 cars and why they're so much faster now, despite being significantly heavier than the previous generations of machines. Take us through that one.
I'd be happy to, Crofty. And simply put, it's a matter of grip. Now, that comes from two sources. You have what we call mechanical grip, which comes from the surface of the tyre sticking to the road. And these tyres are significantly wider now when compared to previous years, so they have the potential for more mechanical grip. Then you have the downforce, of course, which pushes the car into the road as the air moves over it, thus generating grip. And these cars have about 20% more downforce, which is more than enough to overcome the added weight.
Okay then, let's get started. So let's do the go.
In the forgiving world of Formula One, free practice sessions are a vital part of any Grand Prix weekend. During your F1 career, you'll be able to utilise these sessions to complete practice programmes which will help you learn the track and earn you points that can be invested in developing your car. You'll also be able to adjust your car setup over the course of these sessions to try and find those extra fractions of a second.
Morning, it's Jeff here. I'm looking forward to working with you as your race engineer. Hope you've had your coffee, because we have a lot of work to do today to get ready for the season ahead. We're ready to fire up the car. Why not head out and get a few early laps under your belt?
Okay then, let's go and do some of the R&D objectives. So let's do the track acclimatization in this session, and then we'll move on to tyre management in the next one and fuel saving in the one after that. and we'll try and get as many of them done as we can. Let's do the soft tyre then, as they recommend. So let's do a flying lap so we don't have to drive around the track. Just what you need when you start in a Formula 1 weekend, a flat battery on your controller.
DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distances on your MFD.
Yep, we're getting all these points. Oh crap, missed one. Okay, let's get this. Ah, crap.
The front wing is badly damaged. You've lost a lot of downforce on the car. Pit and we'll fit you a new front wing.
Okay, that was a bad first lap. So we have to pit and try this one again. We'll have to come into the pits. Get the front wing replaced and let's try this one again.
Going into the 2017 season, Lewis Hamilton held 63 pole positions, bested only by Senna at 65 poles and Schumacher at 68. Valtteri Bottas is one to watch this year and will replace the reigning drivers' champion, Nico Rosberg.
Okay, so we can't do anything for the repair time, so let's
We've
just...
had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
So let's just okay then, let's get back on with the tasks in hand. Right, I'm going to do qualifying pace and then I'm going to go back on to the track acclimatization.
This is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
Okay, let's try and beat this lap that they've set for us. Ready up quite a bit on that time. So hopefully we just don't screw up the lap. Well, I smacked the wall, but we still might be.
Damaged. Performance will be affected. Okay, then that's the end of the program.
Yep, we hit the complete.
Return to base when you can so we can go over.
Right, let's do the in lap on. Oh god. I've just smashed another front wing to pieces. That's great. Right, yeah, back into the pits. Let's see what we can do in the next R&D objective.
This year was the introduction of a somewhat controversial T-wing in Charlotte, which is designed to increase downforce and grip, along with the introduction of wider tyres, which should see some very interesting racing. Ferrari's new power unit is the Martin Group from 2016, and they'll be looking to reach
Okay, let's see how long we've got to wait this time for the repairs.
2008. Rookie Lance Stroll landed himself a seat in the Williams this season after Bottas has switched to Mercedes. This year will mark the Russian Grand Prix 4th year.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Let's just fast forward time a bit then. There we go, there, done. Now let's try and do another R&D program. Let's do fuel saving. Let's do fuel saving. 3 laps on the super softs.
Okay, you weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
First one again then, shall we? First again. Looking a bit better on this lap. And I think we done it.
It's an acceptable lap, but you're capable of more if you work at it.
Let's try again too. Into the pits. Okay, so we're coming into the pits, and I'm thinking I'm going to skip the rest of this session and do the rest of the R&D objectives in practice 2 and practice 3. We've got to wait for our teammate to be pulled into the garage.
Striking 14 livery is quite a change from their usual orange colour scheme.
Okay then, so let's skip the rest of this session, and then in the second session we'll get on to doing the other two more R&D objectives, and in the last session we'll do the last R&D objective. Just accelerate time. Quite surprised that no one's out on track. Unless that's, no, wrong menu, there we go. That's where everyone is out on track.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the
Okay, I may have to turn up the difficulty.
That's it for practice then. We'll see you again soon.
I may have to turn up the difficulty for the next session, because we shouldn't be up there with the Mercedes and the Ferraris. Okay, this is like some more interesting information.
Ah, you got my message. Perfect. Welcome to Home Away from Home. We get more real-time data from the factory now than ever before, and it all comes through here. So I have to spend more time checking over the reports and less time hunting you down in the hospitality suite. To that end, sorry, just a sec.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris, is this important? I'm in the middle of something. Oh, okay. Right. Well, that makes no sense. Have Sarah reset the simulation and run it again. Okay. Sorry about that. As I was saying, we've set up a desk for you at the front here. You can get onto the network from your laptop, so make sure to check the R&D screen regularly. And let us know how you want to use the data that we've collected over the weekend and through the practice programs. Also, bear in mind that the news from the factory won't always be good. Sometimes tests fail, like you've seen just now. And when that happens, we have to divert additional resources to fix it. C'est la vie, I'm afraid.
Okay then. So R&Ds can now fail, whereas before they couldn't. We've got 2,000 R&D points, so let's see what we can do to the car. Two upgrades we can do. So I don't know if it's go for chassis, powertrain, durability, or aerodynamics. So what I'm thinking I'm going to go for to start with is down the powertrain and get a what gives us the best sort of thing that pushes us up a little bit to Red Bull Racing. So could go for power, or but on the chassis train doesn't really get us very far. Aerodynamics. Ooh, that'll get us to. No, I'm not going to develop that, I don't think. I think I'll do the general wear one, develop that, and I'll do the engine power upgrade just so we've got a bit more power down the straights. I think that's a good two to start with. So they should be ready in a week, one in a week, one in 2 weeks. So hopefully we can get them on in those races. Okay, so I will see you. Okay guys, so that's the end of that session. I was doing the rest of the practice sessions off camera. I've just finished all the R&D objectives. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to skip through practice 3. Then we're going to head straight to the qualifying session. Okay, the only R&D objective that I didn't manage to complete was the tyre wear. Always one that I found difficult on the Formula 1 games. Okay, let's skip right through.
Guess who made the gossip columns this morning? Everyone's talking about this new rival you have. Check his stats out.
So it's our teammate who is our rival at the moment. So let's hope we can beat him in all the objectives and stuff.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
So our qualifying goal is to qualify in 11th or higher and beat our teammate. Okay, so let's get into qualifying.
Where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk, and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction. And over the course of a lap, it's easy to get that balance wrong. And that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now, and it never gets any easier.
Alright guys then, so let's get to the first qualifying lap of this session. See if we can get out of Q1, hopefully we will. And let's get on with it. Just do a flying lap so we don't have to wait around with doing a warm-up lap. Right, so the start of the lap. Let's try and get a good turn into turn one. Crap on the grass. Really didn't want to do that. Nearly lost the back end. And across the line, where we put ourselves, up into 5th, above our teammate. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do an in-lap.
Nico's lap times are better than yours.
Oh no, he is a header, but he is faster than me in this session. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go back to the pits, I'm going to refuel, and we're going to fast forward the session a little bit and see how far we drop down the grid, and if I need to I'll go out and do another lap. Right, we're just going into the pits. We are now in P10, so hopefully we can stay there. If not, I'll go out, do another lap just to ensure that we stay into go into quali 2. Okay, let's have a quick look at the R&D screen. And we have currently dropped down to 11th. Let's just see how far we dropped down with that lap. And I might have to go out and do another lap. So I'm going to go out and do another lap just to make sure that we can...
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 31.4.
Right, so let's start this second lap in Quali 1. Hopefully we can do better than we did in the first lap we did on Quali 1. If I don't smash up the car beforehand. Right. Hey, let's go, let's do this. I'm currently in the drop zone, so try and get a better lap time.
Nico sat in P8.
So I need to make this a good lap. So after this I've only got time for one lap. So far we're a whole 2.2 seconds up on our previous lap.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
We got across the line into P8. And we've just knocked our teammate off P8, which is great. Right, let's just... Oh crap, I hit the wall. Right, let's just ease our way around the track, go back into the pits, and hope that we stay where we are on the table. Right, coming into the pits for the second time in this session, and I have just destroyed my front wing.
There's a lot of damage to the front wing. We're seeing a significant...
I completely misjudged that turn there, so we're going to have to spend some time repairing the car. That is like the third or fourth front wing I've fucked up in this series. Oh yeah, so we got a 1:52-minute repair time. So let's just fast forward the rest of the session and hope we stay where we are in the table. Right, we finished 8th in that qualifying session and beat our teammates. That's fantastic. So in the next session, I'm hoping to get through to Quali 3. Let's hope we can do it, guys. Right, so we're in Quali 2 now. So just gonna go straight out for a flying lap and hope that we can get through to Quali 3.
Command C is copy, Command V is paste. Now to help you remember...
On the ultras again, so if we go into the top 10, we'll have to qualify on these tyres. We'll have to start the race on these tyres, sorry. across the line in second place, just behind Kimi Räikkönen. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the pits, and then we're going to see if we stay up there. 6th. The track is still coming to some drivers, so we could drop out, but looks like we've taken 7th in that session. Our teammate has taken 10th, so he is in quali 3 with us, but it's looking great for us to beat him this weekend in the qualifying session. So we'll head now to quali 3. Okay then, let's just go straight out and do a fly-in lap. Turn the car up to max. Let's just put in a little lap at the beginning of the quali session. So we started the fly-in lap. Hoping that we can beat our previous lap time, which I can't remember what it was, but hopefully we can stay up as high as we did on the grid. And Sebastian Vettel with a 1:27, so I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that. No, we're nowhere near that. We've got a 1:28.6.
P3 on the grid.
So we're P3, we're beating our teammate, which is our objective for the weekend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back down to lean revs, and I'm going to go back to the pits. And possibly go for a second run towards the end of the session. Okay, let's look at the screen and fast forward a bit. Right, you've got a few people out on track still, trying to get their good laps in. We dropped down to 6th, 7th.
The grid is all
So we started 7th and our teammate is in 10th. So we out-qualified him by far in this session. So we start 7th in the race tomorrow. Let's hope we can get a good result from that. Okay guys, so you can see we completed all the objectives. We've got another 165 R&D points to spend. I'm not going to upgrade the car just yet. I'm going to save them up and save up for something a bit more better to improve the car. This is the rivalry status. We are currently beating our teammate 2-1. So we have got up in the team's approval with us. We've gone up by 3 points, I think, which means we're out of the middle of the green. We're up slightly in the green section. Okay, let's listen to our voicemail, see what they got to say.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
So they want a 9th position or higher and beat our teammate, or a championship target of 11th or higher. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get into the race.
Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Today's race, of course, not simply the start of a new season, but the start of a new kind of Formula One. Anthony Davidson, great to have you with us once again. This is a big moment for the sport. Big changes to the technical regulations. The potential, perhaps, to give us the biggest shake-up since 2014. Very different cars visually and, fingers crossed, much faster as well.
Good thing then that combined these teams put in just a shade over 13,000 kilometres on the clock during testing. The cornering speed of these new machines is absolutely unbelievable. How many lap records are still held by Michael Schumacher from 2004? Well, on the right day, on the right tyres, we might just be threatening them this year. Wider tyres, wider cars, more downforce. I have to say they look great, and the qualifying spectacle is undebatable. Now the big question remains, can they follow? Can they race? Or have these new rules gone too far?
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen, and a Renault, Grosjean, Ocon, Hülkenberg, and Carlos Sainz, Vettel, Perez, Fernando Alonso, and Magnussen, Kvyat, Stroll, Felipe Massa and Stoffel van Dorn, Ericsson and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid. Now
So Vettel had a penalty, so
let's go down to the track.
he's been dropped down the grid to behind us.
Okay, we qualified higher than we were anticipating. Let's see if we can do just as well in the race.
So let's check the race strategy that they've got for us. So it's ultra soft, super soft, super soft. I'm going to leave it like that. I want to put up the fuel just a little bit, just so he can, just so we don't have to be in low revs for so long. And let's get to it. Right, so the formation lap. Didn't get away very well there.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
So we're just about to finish the formation lap, just get everything up to temperature.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
So starting from 6th instead of 7th. So we're just about to start the race. Got a very good start off the line. We're catching Ricciardo quite rapidly. We try and squeeze round. We lose a bit of our front when we get bashed by
The front
We got past Ricardo, we're in 5th position. Got Ricardo right on our tail.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
And I just got smacked.
Okay, you have a fair bit of damage to the front wing. It will affect performance. Damaged front wing will affect performance. We're considering
Got smacked by Ricardo.
strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Alright, let's look at the alternate strategy in a second.
Copy.
We'll stick to the current strategy and try and nurse the car. Still got Daniel Ricciardo right on our ass. He's going for an overtake move down the inside. We close him off a little bit, but he gets past us anyway. So now we've got Ocon right on our tail. We're going to go for a diving move down the inside of Ricciardo to take back 5th position. We've got it down on that apex. Onto the grass. Ocon's got a great line on us, and so has Ricciardo. We've dropped down to nearly 8th. Vettel down the inside. I've hit Ricciardo, got smashed by Vettel.
Wing is badly damaged.
Come off the race.
A lot of downforce on the car. Pit and we'll fit you a new front wing.
So I think we're going to have to pit, get a new front wing. And we're down into 13th. We're now into 12th. Hit Alonso. Right, we're coming into the pits for our first stop. Then a crazy first couple of laps. We're going to come out pretty much dead last on the grid. Quickly a change of tyres. Bit slow on that left front. Right, and go. 9-second pit stop. We're down in 20th. We've got some work to do to bring this race back.
Stop to go. One stop left in this strategy. Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available.
Right, so we've got some catching up to do.
seconds.
So we'll catch up to Ericsson and then pass him and then start passing the other cars on the grid.
Teammate is 28.2 seconds.
That's what we got to make up to beat our teammate.
Is 15.6 seconds.
We've sorted out the fuel situation. Right, there's loads of cars in the pits, so we're going to overtake a load of people. Oh no, there's not. We didn't overtake anyone there. Must have been no cars. They must have pitted ahead and managed to get ahead still.
Okay, car ahead is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car ahead.
So we're catching up to Ericsson now. Oh, Ricardo's right in front of us now. Then it's Wehrlein. Still in P20, catching Wehrlein. To bang the wall again.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.4 seconds. Nico is in the pits.
Catching up to Ericsson and Wehrlein.
It's looking really good. You're managing it well.
There's our teammate battling along with Wehrlein, which will give us a better run on Wehrlein. Take Wehrlein round the outside of Hulkenberg, and he's still ahead of us. Up into P18. Put the fuel back up, catching up behind Ericsson. We go for a dive bomb move down the inside. He leaves us enough space and we take the position. Whilst he smashes into us, makes us go onto the wall.
Front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse. Okay, clear. The gap to the car ahead is 3.1 seconds.
All because Ericsson smashed into me.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage. Okay, the gap behind is 7.0 seconds.
Got to catch up to Hulkenberg. smack the wall.
Okay, this is Jeff. Can you hear me? There's a fair amount of damage to the front wing. We suggest you come in as soon as possible, rather than risk it getting worse. We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Copy that.
We're on the final, second to, no. We're on the second to last corner. The last corner. I've got Massa coming up behind me, a really aggressive strategy. So we're coming into the pits for the second time. The front wing's too much to handle, but I'm putting on the softs to see if we can go to the end of the race.
Complete, go now. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Okay, so let's get on with the race. Do a good out lap. He got me in a pit stop, so I'm going to have to try and overtake him now. The good thing is now I can go to the end. Still sitting in 19th. Trying to catch up with Pascal Wehrlein. Around the inside, we take Pascal Wehrlein.
Gap to car in front is 8.4 seconds.
Let's try and catch you up to Stroll. So you try and save some fuel. Slap in some good lap times and see if we can beat Lance Stroll.
is 2.4 seconds.
Okay, so we're catching Stroll quite quickly. There's a fight going up ahead, which will make it easier for me to close in. It's Magnussen and Stroll. We're on the inside of Magnussen. He's got the inside line now. But I do have DRS. But so does he. Up into 17th. Now going down the first corner into 16th. Getting smacked from behind by Magnussen. Who isn't going to try and get back past us just yet? Coming up to the back of Stroll. We're in just last couple of corners of the lap. Got Stroller just ahead of us. Not going to go for a move there, but I am catching him. P16 at the moment. Not going to go for a move here either. I'll just hit the back of him, damage my front wing again.
You've knocked the front wing. The damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
Trying to go around the inside. Can't quite do it. He's in the slipstream. Okay.
The track is clear. Green flag.
Lewis Hamilton is out of the race. That isn't good for Mercedes. If I take Stroll down the inside, which we have done beautifully, he's still on our tail. But we've cleared him. Now on to Massa.
Some information on Verline. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some problem with their car.
My teammate is in the pits.
Nico has come into the pits. Nico is in the pits now.
Actually up to Massa, up into P14. And after him it is our teammate Nico Hulkenberg.
Our gap to the car in front is 5.8 seconds. The gap behind us is 2.7 seconds.
So we are still catching. Didn't hit that very well, that corner, or that corner, but regardless of that.
Okay, distance to teammate 9.6 seconds.
So we got to just try and keep catching them. Whereas they are on the faster tyres, so it's going to be a bit of a task. No, the gap to Massa just keeps going up. So what is it going to be as we cross the line?
The gap to the car ahead is 14.0 seconds.
14 seconds to Alonso now. We've overtaken Massa in his pit stage. Or Massa's overtaken Alonso by the looks of things. I've got Lance Stroll right behind me.
Right, the car ahead has come in to put on the ultra soft tyre. Car ahead is now running ultra softs.
Okay. Might try and move down into this apex, which he hasn't. So we'll keep flying further and further ahead of him. As he's going to get blue flagged in a minute. He's all over my rear end. I made a mistake into the corner. He's not going to try and move down into this corner though. Yeah. We're still in 14th.
Gap to car in front is 11.7 seconds.
So we're catching Alonso. We're also getting caught by Stroll. And just stepping out on me just a little bit. Stroll really
Blue flag conditions. Create a gap and let the car behind through.
Oh, I'm not under blue flag yet. It's Lance Stroll. And Stroll just went straight into the side of us.
The front wing is in a really bad state. We need you back in the pits this lap.
Lance Stroll has smashed us into the wall. We've got to pit now, but so has he. Hopefully we get the faster of the 2 pit stops. We're going to go back onto a set of soft tyres again. He's stopping. Right, quick, go. Super soft's going on. Come on, team. Oh, 5 seconds, stop and go.
Release.
This is bloody ridiculous. This race has gone from bad to worse just because nobody in this game knows how to fucking drive.
See these tyres through to the end now.
Yeah, I was gonna see the softs through to the end, but back behind Verline.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, we've got 4 laps left. Should be going for stupid overtakes, Stroll. It's really annoyed me, that has. DRS. Really taking the racing line, Verline, so don't get in my way. So DRS down this straight now as well.
Is 1.5 seconds.
What about the car in front, you knob? Six seconds. He Stroll's dot on the map, so gonna keep working towards him. We've only got 2 laps to go though, so it's gonna be a hard one if we are gonna catch him. Got 7/10 of a second in the first sectors. Yes. Oh crap, I've done the front wing.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car.
Yeah. Maybe a slower lap now that I broke the front wing.
Okay, gap ahead is 6.4 seconds.
Right, after this lap we'll go up to Rich. Start the Rich now. See if we can catch Stroll. Hit the bloody wall again. Valtteri Bottas has won the race. Got one more lap to complete. And I am catching Stroll, which is good. Right, no.
That's a disappointing result for sure.
Yep, that is, but everyone in this game doesn't know how to drive. I can't count how many times I got hit from behind, and every time it destroyed my front wing.
So another
Bottas won the race, but that's expected. The Mercedes or the Ferrari are going to win the races.
How exactly did
But I think we should have been at least in the points. But that didn't happen today due to the fact that the AI drivers kept smashing into me.
Looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent.
So the podium, Bottas, Raikkonen and Max Verstappen.
Victory. Mercedes there are on top today. So then, it's time to see how this result.
So this is how the race has gone.
Valtteri Bottas takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after an excellent.
Nico Hulkenberg didn't get in the points either.
Who was your driver of the day?
Probably Danny Kvyat.
And we are well down the order.
Did just that today.
And here's how things are shaping up in the.
And the blue flag thing is stupid because he wasn't even on my tail half the time. Here's the standings.
And tonight it's goodbye and see you again next time.
And the constructors' standings are as follows. We are second bottom in the constructors, which I am very, very disappointed about. I was at least expecting to get some points in this race. But anyway, that's the end of this one, guys. Hope to see you in the next one. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to see all my future content, and I will see you in the next one.